Hell, they'll be doubling up the rate this city's inhabitants are losing their mind.
The Gangstalking program is turning real-life people into real-life monsters.
Video our 8 News Now investigators obtained shows the moment a security officer fires at a stabbing suspect right on a busy casino floor. That man accused of slashing 2 employees before officers tackle him to the ground right inside Red Rock Resort.
8 News Now investigator David Charnes, the first reporter to identify that suspect. So, David, prosecutors say the video really just speaks for itself.
The surveillance videos appear to show 25-year-old Shane Sussman randomly attacking 2 employees before leading chase across the busy casino floor and then getting shot. Video the 8 News Now investigators obtained shows a man police say is 25-year-old Shane Sussman in the Red Rock Resort's hotel lobby. He's descending some stairs and he's armed with a knife. Sussman walks through a hallway nearing an employee-only area. Prosecutors say another angle shows him appearing to lie in wait, stumble around before charging at an employee standing near a door. The employee is stabbed several times, telling the grand jury he ran up out of nowhere. He growled like an animal, like he was a bear or something. Sussman then allegedly stabbed a second employee, with that man saying he said no words. He was just yelling like he had the devil inside him.
Kitchen worker recently fired from his job at Navy Pier is now charged with killing 2 of his former co-workers. Raylon East made a first court appearance today. Our Sarah Maki was there as prosecutors gave new details in the case.
In court Saturday, prosecutors outlined what they called a methodically planned, premeditated, cold, and calculated murder in the workplace, saying 36-year-old Raylon East returned to his former workplace, Levy Restaurants at Navy Pier, exactly 1 week after his firing, dressed like a kitchen staff member when he shot and killed 2 former co-workers as they sat at their desks near the loading dock. Prosecutors say East then left the crime scene, peeling off a white chef's coat to reveal this black North Face hoodie. They say East had worn several layers of clothes, taking them off one by one, changing his appearance.
This man agreed to speak with us if we didn't use his name or show his face. He said he was absolutely stunned to learn the man police were looking for in connection to 2 murders at Navy Pier is someone he knows. The suspect is believed to be a former co-worker of the 2 victims.
I was speechless. I couldn't believe it. I almost thought they had to be making a mistake or something, you know. This is the nicest guy, regular cool dude. I don't know what happened.
See?
If you are a targeted individual, consider yourself blessed and highly favored in these end times. What we are dealing with is a collective psychosis. The program acts as a stressor to activate a psychoactive substance that is constantly being sprayed into the atmosphere. They are making people sick mentally and physically. In other words, you can say they are creating mental illnesses. Mix this in with the chemicals that's in the water and food, and you get some sort of fungal infection in the mind, a virus. There are agents operating in people's subconscious minds, talking to them, directing them, changing them, controlling their impulses. Do you think it's a coincidence that every generation seems to be getting worse? Day by day, weeks after weeks, months after months, year after year? What we are observing is a possible manifestation of psychosomatic. This is when the psychological state generates changes within the body. Are you hearing this? This is supposed to be impossible. It is known that poor eating habits or lack of physical workout can create changes in the body, but psychomatics is totally different, as the more stress that is put into the brain causes these physical changes instead. The laws of our universe do not allow for such changes. Whatever caused them came from outside. Remember that new disorder that has been announced that you don't hear about anymore called demon face syndrome? A rare neurological disorder that causes people to see faces as distorted. They are fully aware of this psychosomatic phenomenon where people's mental states are changing their physiology, turning people into demons. There is a conspiracy that everything that we have been told by the government was a lie, and that the UFOs are already here coexisting with the general population, experimenting on people, Now you may be thinking as to why. It is that the government is working with these UFOs, using CERN to bring about a new dimension for them with different sets of rules than our own. A place where thought is just as real as a physical object, and that agent, that demon or entity or AI is residing in the space in people's mind that generate thoughts. They are at helm, the center and command of people's choices and their lives, all while being totally clueless to the fact that the enemy is in the last place you would look. Inside your head, they believe it to be them, the greatest trick ever pulled.